Hey everyone, I'm back again for Scraptember. Really late in the month, however, this is day 3 and I'm going to catch up even if it will inevitably take me into October. But that's okay because the project is going to get done, and the fact that I'm getting all this scrapping done and all this sharing with you should be what's important rather than the actual date. So I thought I'd use this pattern paper background. So I have this blue with the white flecks on it, sort of look like a nice starry kind of a background and like a night sky. And so I'm using that, and I'm just going to mat this photo here with this rainbow stripe because I thought that way I could add in a lot of the colours from this boy collection that I got from him. Now I believe this is one of the new Simple Stories collections. I will look up the name and put it down below if you are interested. I'm just cutting that paper into a 8.5 by 11 because I cut the photo into a 5 by 5. No, I didn't. Cut it into a 4 by 4, and I thought it was going to get lost on the 12 by 12, so cutting it down to 8.5 by 11. And just cutting off some of that border because it was a bit too much. So look at it, it's so pretty. Actually, when it landed like this, I wondered whether I wanted to put the photo down in a diagonal, but even though I do try, it does not look nice like that at all. So there's this lovely X page with all these little crosses on it, and I'm just going to mat to the right there, not matting the left, and that just adds a bit of a pop of interest rather than having another full mat. Just trying to work out what other pattern paper I'd like to layer in the background there. And this one's going to be pretty simple. I was going to have my photo up the top here, and then I just wanted to put my title down the bottom underneath, and a little bit of an embellishment, but not too much after that. So there's these lovely thickers here, and they're not thickers, they're stickers. I'm pretty sure they're Jan Hatfield's, and they are just lovely. They're this beautiful gold foil kind of paper. They're stickers, they're not thick, they're very light, they're just normal stickers. And they're just so big and lovely. So I wanted to write snuggle because that went really well, and I thought the size of these letters would be a nice size for this layout to fill up that bottom section of the page. But I did want to add a second word to the title, so just pulled out this little pile of stickers that I have, alphabet stickers and whatnot, that I have in my Raskog that I've put aside here for this Scraptember Baby Boy edition project, and trying to work out if there's anything else that's already assembled for me to see what will work as a title. So there's this dude here on this big 12 by 12 sticker. I'm cutting that out. Snuggle dude. It works, but it just didn't work for me today. It's a title and it will work on something else, I know, but for this little chubby cheek boy, it's not how I wanted it to look. So looking again at all the stickers. Anyway, who's joining along in a Scraptember kind of a project, whether you're doing something every day for September or what's going on, or whether you're just enjoying videos, because there's a few people out there who's making videos or uploading and sharing photos on Instagram or Facebook or both. And it's just so nice sometimes it's nice just to sit back and watch people and get inspired that way rather than putting pressure on yourself. Other times it's nice to have a bit of both going on. So pulled out all those chipboard pieces. I love chipboard, and I figured I would pull out all my chipboard for this project, and I was looking at them all today. So there I'm deciding that I don't want that dude. I tried that chipboard piece up the top there that says hello lovely, and it goes so nice, even though looking at it now it's a bit like it's on the top of his head in an angle and not so nice. Luckily it doesn't stay there. I really want the words, more than one word as a title, but I just and not able to make it work. So I'm tapping the sticker, because what else could you do if you just can't make it work? I've got this little U chipboard piece, chipboard sheet to the left here, and I'm trying to, there's some animals on there and some cuteness that will go lovely with this tiny photo. Well, the photo's not tiny, but the baby in it's tiny. And I figure that will be coming some embellishments on my layout very shortly. So I'm just trying to see if I want the title up the top, and I bring the photo down, and on comes this lovely cute little fox. Then I realize I need to start matting things down if I'm going to go down the embellishment route. So on goes the doily, on goes the pattern paper. Just going to stick it onto the background just so that I can make sure there's room for my title. And I saved you watching me peel off double-sided tape and also watching me stick on those stickers, and they are down. So look at that cute little fox. So that's going to go there, so cute. I still am trying to get that dude to work, but it ain't gonna work. So cut it out, woman. And I'm just trying to work out what else I want. I'm figured by now that I need a little cluster to the bottom right to balance off that top left cluster and title. And the fox, oh my goodness, sorry, big yawn. The fox needs a little bit of sprinkling as well. So I've got these little ephemera boxes that sit on the Raskog here with all my supplies for the project. And this one's got the little U in it, and I'm just pulling out some layering pieces just so I can build a cluster there that will draw your eye across the photo down the layout. So I've got a glittery star and a tag with a bit of yellow on it. No, not yellow, it's a bit of pink, isn't it? A bit of red. And this yellow piece, it's going to lay it behind all of it, and just pulling out a couple of things, that little tiny word piece of cardstock and the arrow. Just have a look. Got some beautiful stars. So yeah, so I think it's nice to just have a few different ephemera boxes with the bits of pieces. So this one's got some of these hearts and what are they, bows? And I'm taking off the double-sided foam tape there, and I'm going to use it instead of that blue chipboard piece. So yeah, just going to commit and stick these down. So yeah, like I was saying, I've pulled out things for my project and I've got it sitting on my Raskog. Obviously I've got stuff around me in my craft room as well. But in the top I've got a little tray with some of the Project Life and some tiny words and things like that are small and fit in there. Then I have the stash of chipboard, the 12 by 12 chipboard. Then I have a pile of these little photo boxes that have random things in it that go with, the colour and the scheme and the topic of baby boy. So, you'll see them over the course of making this project. Some have got ephemera in it, some have got 3D goodness like resin and buttons and charm creation pieces and bows, buttons, I said buttons, anything and everything that I thought in my stash that I would like to use. This started because I went away to the Flutterby retreat and I packed it up and started this project there. And when I got home, I thought, oh, if I unpack it back into my Raskog, that way it will stay out and stay available for me to be able to do this project. And then I thought of Scraptember, and away we go. Admittedly slowly, because this voiceover has been done well after the fact, when this video should have been up a long time ago. But we're getting there, and that's all that matters. So yeah, as you see, just stuck on that cluster, added all these bits and pieces, just adding some enamel dots, just to add some sprinkles to the layout. And yeah, you could see that it doesn't actually take much to build a layout. If you want it to be just a simple design, then this is the way to do it. I'm just going to use my Uniball white pen here to do a doubly double-lined doodly border, and that just ties in the whiteness that's going on in the background on that pattern paper. The other good thing is if you're using pattern paper, that it makes its own embellishment or part, you know, something to look at when you're looking at the layout. Sometimes it's nice to have some white cardstock, some colour cardstock, or some pattern paper. It adds variety, and if you haven't guessed already, I'm all about variety in my albums, and when I'm creating. So I have different size layouts, the Project Life all together, that have mixed media and, you know, non-mixed media and all sorts of goodness happening. So I'm just using some white ink here to add some big and some smaller splatters, and then we're going to call it a day. So check out the close-ups, and hopefully this will be one of many videos that are going up so that we can catch up with Scraptember. I did get new glue so that, you know, I'm not fighting with my glue constantly. You'll be happy to hear that. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.